right, babies. It's that time again. Oh, yeah. Thank you for all of your support. Leave me a comment once in a while so I can get to know who's enjoying this. Jesus is forever to be praised. He is the central person who ever lived on the planet Earth. Oh yeah, baby. You could even say he's the central person who ever lived in the universe, because I can't imagine anybody doing what he did better than he did. Oh yeah, baby. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about living a life of love and service to God, the Creator, and his fellow, I don't want to say man and upset people, his fellow human beings. Oh yeah, man. He is forever placed in the highest place ever. And you know what's amazing about that? He can live in our hearts. Oh yeah. And even better than that, he can live intimately in our hearts. And why that is so amazing is because the very same spirit, actions, thoughts can also be ours the more we submit to his presence alive within us. Oh yeah. And how did that happen? It happened because death could not hold him. There was no decaying seed in him. And that's why shortly after his crucifixion, you had people's lives being transformed by submitting to his ascendant place in the universe, where he graciously responded by living within each one who humbly submitted to his generous sacrifice. Oh yeah, baby. And so today I happen to be in Exodus 16, which is not a common thing for me because I'm really getting tired of the Bible overall, because it's full with genocide, murder, vengeance, misogyny, homophobia, favoring slavery and rape. That gets a little that'll wear on your nerves if you really pay attention to it after a while. So I keep digging in there because I know there are verses that have changed my life for 47 years. And I treasure those and I live by those. And the Spirit in me speaks to me within the understanding of those verses. And even though there's not a particular verse in Exodus 16 that I want to highlight in that regard, I think overall the message of God providing fresh food for us every morning when we're going through the most difficult times in our lives, I think is not only useful, lovely example of who he can't help but to be. Because he's all love, he can't help but respond to his beloved ones who need nourishment every morning. The specificity of which cannot be provided by anyone but other than him and his thoughts, his sustenance. Oh yeah, baby. And if you want to say her thoughts, go ahead, baby. Because God is a perfect blending of eternal characteristics that we call masculine and feminine. Oh yeah, baby. We've totally screwed it up on Earth to the point where we have cheerleaders prematurely encouraging young teenagers to undergo surgery and replacement of their hormones and genitals. That's an example of something is out of balance. No child should undergo such an invasive procedure at such an early stage in their life before their brain has fully developed, which most studies say occurs no earlier than age 21. And so our ideas of masculine and feminine are so twisted that we have these young sweethearts questioning who they really are in life way before they're able to even conceive of it. In my opinion, it's largely due to the fact that they don't have an eternal understanding of what it means to be masculine, the eternal understanding of what it means to be feminine, the eternal understanding of what it means to hold both of those in a balanced way for each unique expression from each unique snowflake of a human being. Yeah, baby. That's who God is. God is abundantly more wise than we could even think of. So we have to have our minds transformed by his presence, which can occur if we recognize that every morning he provides us the sustenance, the manna from heaven, ready for us to sustain us throughout the day. A unique meal that is provided in a new way every day. And in that fluid understanding and relationship with creation and creator, we have the mindset and the foundation to learn what it means to hold in perfect balance a universal understanding of how life is produced, with the perfect seed growing in a perfect environment. So we have this continual cycle of growth and rebirth in male and female characteristics, both in nature, physically observable, and in us, observable in a spiritual way, when we can see ourselves loving, caring, transcending who we are, serving other people as more important than ourselves. That's how we have the evidence of who God is, what his mission is, what his purpose is, and why we must have a relationship with Jesus. if we want to understand that truth in its fullest context. Oh, yeah, baby.